As companies begin to want to use technology as a competitive advantage, they can turn to the cloud for the opportunity for almost instant on, try before you buy capabilities, new features and functions of software. This gives them the opportunity, without outlaying a lot of cash, to try a new piece of software and then begin to implement it across their corporation as an expense as opposed to a large capital outlay. We've been providing these capabilities through our managed print services for many years for many large accounts and large customers. The opportunity to be able to print a document, store it in the cloud, and retrieve it from almost anywhere is a software as a service capability that we can give you that is almost exactly the same as printing inside your premise. You can then go anywhere, retrieve your documents from any capable printer on your network, and have them print where you are when you're there. We can also capture, as part of that software as a service, who printed, what devices they printed from, and information about the types of documents they're printing. The Lexmark print release and document accounting capability gives you the ability not only to print in a traditional IT environment, but gives you the ability for those folks that are on the go. For example, your executives and your field service staff that are now using tablets and smartphones more and more, they have the ability to capture and print information on the go. You can capture that information, have it stored in the cloud, and retrieve it back to your corporate network. So let's start with the pros of the hosted environment. Relative to the traditional on-site premise-based IT software, our cloud offering gives you the ability to add capability as you go, almost instant on access to new features and functions, and very little maintenance and overhead where you don't have to employ that IT staff to maintain that server on-site. The cons of using cloud-based software are that you have to get used to a new way of working where you have to give up some control of where your data is, but in the new world of the internet, we've all begun to get there anyway. Some of the pros of the premise-based, again, depend on what you need for your business. The ability for you to maintain control over your data inside your IT infrastructure and know who has access, when and where, these are the things that traditional IT offers. The downside of that, the cons to premise, is that does come at a cost of maintaining the hardware and the software, and the features and functions need to be updated on a regular basis to provide you what you need for your business. Security is a very big deal to our enterprise customers. We've addressed this by building from the ground up security into our cloud-based offering. Anything you print or anything you attempt to retrieve that has been printed will be sent over Secure Socket Layer, or SSL. You also have multiple ways of identifying yourself: username, password, or badge. And when you store that data before it's retrieved by one of those methods, it will be encrypted at rest inside the infrastructure of the hosting provider that we've chosen. So all of these security measures are very much like the ones that you would be familiar with if you're using internet online banking, storing your mail on the web, or even using some of those auction sites where you pay for things over the internet. We understand how important it is that your data is secured. There are a number of factors that you're going to want to take into consideration about which deployment is right for you. Are you comfortable with your data going to the cloud? Or do you need to keep all of your data on-site and under your control? Or do you need a combination of both? As a company, Lexmark is going to work with you to find out what is the right fit for your organization. Therefore, it's all about your choice and how you want to deploy.